How's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And today, what I have for everyone is my full review of the Mpow H7 Pro Bluetooth headphones. Now, I've been using these bad boys for a good amount of time now, and I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions that I want to share with you guys and gals. And y'all know how the story goes. I shoot my unboxing and first impressions, then my review process starts, and once I feel like I got a handle on everything that I want to talk about and cover with you guys and gals, then it's full review time. So without further ado, let's jump into this full review, and I'm going to let y'all know, hopefully by the end of the video, if these are worth picking up. So let's get started. Now, starting off, the first thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall build quality and design. Now, in terms of the overall build quality, these bad boys are built primarily out of your plastic texturized material, which does a few things. It makes them extremely lightweight and comfortable for extended listening sessions, but it also has its downsides because the overall fit is not as snug as I would like. So the overall build quality, in my opinion, is good. It could have been better. It's not the best I've experienced, but for what it is, it's good. Now, talking about the overall design of these headphones is good as well. Again, not the best I've experienced because I'm not a fan of the swiveling ear cups. To me, it adds another potential breakage point. And again, because of the materials that affected the design, because the overall comfort level is not the best, okay? So, in terms of the design, it's just a really good design in my opinion, okay? Again, not the best I've experienced, but really good. So when we talk about the build quality and design together on the whole, it's really good in my opinion. Now, next, let's talk about the overall core feature set in these headphones right here. And in my opinion, this is what I would consider to be a top-notch core feature set. So, number one, these bad boys pack in Bluetooth 5.0 technology on board, so you can truly live that hashtag wireless lifestyle. They also incorporate a 3.5mm aux jack, which you can use without needing to provide additional power. So for the rare instances where you forget to charge the headphones, or you're in areas where you have a lot of interference, and you want to use that 3.5mm aux cable without sucking up additional power, you should be good to go with these. So really good feature there. Also, these bad boys are packing a rapid charging feature, so 10 minutes of charge should get you an additional 2 hours of usage. Now I'm going to expand on this a little bit more in the battery section and the charging section, but that is a really solid core feature in my opinion. And again, if you're the type of person that always forgets to charge your products, or you go to pick them up and they're always dead, 10 minutes and you should be back on the road or good to go. So good stuff there. And these also incorporate a really good microphone. In my opinion, the microphone performance on these headphones is top notch. I'm going to expand on that a little bit more later on in the video. We got a really good quality pair of microphones on this device. Good stuff there. And then lastly, we also have the ability to connect up two devices and use them simultaneously between this pair of headphones. So again, as I said, in my opinion, that is a top-notch core feature set. So Mpow, you guys did a great job when you were considering the features to pack into here. So good stuff there. All right, let's keep it moving. Up next now, let's briefly talk about the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass. And I just want to let y'all know ahead of time that if you plug in with a quality cable and the 3.5mm aux jack, you will get overall better performance on the categories that I'm getting ready to talk about. But everything that I'm getting ready to talk about in this video has to do with a wireless connection. But if you do use that aux wired connection, you're going to get an overall better experience. I just wanted to throw that one out there. Wireless technology isn't on point with the wired technology as of yet. It's getting close, but it's not quite there. But I just wanted to make sure y'all know that. Alright, now moving on, talking about the overall sound quality, I'd have to say it's really good. there's minimal to no distortion on the low or the high ends of the volume spectrum. And talking about the volume overall, it gets extremely loud. So it's easily able to drown out my surroundings, so I can easily immerse myself in whatever I'm trying to do, whether it be listening to music or binge watching some of my favorite series on any of the streaming services of my choice. So the overall sound quality and volume of the headphones is really good. Now, it's not the best in my opinion, because to me, these headphones tend to stay relatively quiet at the lower volumes, so it did force me to adjust my comfortable volume levels a little bit higher than I would like. So because of that, they kind of lost points in the sound quality and volume categories, but overall it's really good in my opinion. Now, when we talk about the bass on these at lower volumes does need to be improved, but once you get past 75% volume or better, the bass on these headphones really does come alive. And in my experience, in my opinion, the bass on these is really good. Not the best I've experienced, but for what these are, it's really good. So in terms of the sound quality, the volume, and the bass, these are really good headphones in my opinion. Alright, next, now let's expand upon the overall mic quality, or i.e. microphone performance. Now, I've tested these headphones over a wide variety of scenarios. I've taken a bunch of phone calls, I've done a bunch of video calls, I've dictated a bunch of text messages, I've dictated a bunch of emails, so on and so forth. And I gotta tell y'all, the microphones on these headphones are top notch in my opinion. Primarily, where I like to test the microphones the hardest is for phone calls. To me, phone calls are very important. And I gotta say, when I was taking the phone calls that I've taken, the callers said I sounded very crisp, clear, and loud. There was no distortion, no echoing, none of that. So the overall microphone performance, in my opinion, is top notch. So once again, Mpow, you guys did a great job on this one. Alright? Now, moving on. The next thing I want to talk about now is how you can pair up these headphones to not just one device, but two devices, and then you'll be able to use those two devices simultaneously between these headphones. Alright? Now, one thing I want to reiterate is that these steps that I'm getting ready to cover will work across any OS and any platform, as long as the device that you're trying to use incorporates Bluetooth connectivity. These steps will work, but they will look a little bit different depending on the platform and or OS you're using, but the overall general steps are the same. So these will work on Android, they'll work on iOS, they'll work on Linux, and they'll work on Windows, and it'll be the same process for whether you're using a smartphone, a tablet, a laptop, a desktop. You get the idea. Okay, so if y'all follow along with these steps, you should be good to go. Now today in this video, we are going to be using Android devices. I haven't quite locked down another iOS device as of yet. Those prices are still a little bit high for me, but we are going to be rocking with Android here today. And now all you really need to do, we're going to go over how you would set up your devices first, and then we're going to go over how you would set up the headphones. All you need to do on your Android device, let me see what I got on deck today. Got my Pixels on deck, so we got the Pixel 2 XL, and we got the Pixel XL first generation. So all you need to do on your Android device is you want to turn on the display. Alright, then you want to navigate to the Bluetooth, so swipe down on your notification shade twice to bring up your quick toggles. Then you would tap on your Bluetooth once to turn it on, wait a few seconds for it to turn on, and then you want to tap and hold on the Bluetooth to take you into the Bluetooth settings here. And then on your newer Android devices, anything running Android 10 and up, I think it was Android 9 or Android 10 and up, will look a little bit like this. Then from your Bluetooth settings, you just want to tap on pair a new device. It will turn on the Bluetooth and it will begin scanning for nearby Bluetooth accessories. Now your device is ready to go. Alright, now over on the headphones, all we need to do now is power them on and put them into pairing mode. You do this by clicking on the multifunction power on off button here, which also works for answering and ending phone calls and rejecting phone calls as well. So we're going to press on this now. We're going to be greeted by a few audible tones, so we'll get the power on audible tone, and we're going to keep pressing. It's going to put it into pairing mode. Let's do this now. Okay. Okay, and then once the headphones are in pairing mode, you can see we also get a nice visual representation with the red and blue flashing LED. So now the headphones are ready to be paired to your device. Now, back on your device, all you have to do in the scanning area is tap on this right here. You see it says Mpow H7 Pro. We're going to tap on that, and it's going to begin the pairing process. Okay. Should take a few seconds here, and you can see we got a nice visual prompt letting us know if we want to pair. Gonna hit pair, and it connects right up. And as you can see in your Bluetooth settings, in your newer Bluetooth devices, we get the active Bluetooth device indicator with the battery percentage. And also, if you swipe down on your notification shade, we can see the connected device and the battery percentage. Really good stuff there. It's also very similar on iOS as well, but on iOS you have a side panel to your far left that you would use that would show you your widgets. Okay, you don't have that on Android, but that's how it looks on iOS. You have a side panel with your widgets, which also show you your connected devices. So really good stuff there. Then if we want to connect up two devices, we just do the same thing on the other device that we did on the first device. And what's really nice is we don't have to power off the Bluetooth or power it back on. We don't have to power off the device and put it back into pairing mode. All we have to do is do the steps that I'm about to show you. So let's pull up Bluetooth back up on device number 1. Put that right there. Then all we need to do now is over on device number 2. Oops, sorry for the bumpy cam, y'all. My bad. Line that back up. My bad, y'all. Shaky cam production, sorry. All we gotta do is put the device back into pairing mode on your device. So again, turn on Bluetooth, press and hold, go into the Bluetooth settings, tap pair a new device, and now the device is ready. And then back on the headphones, all we have to do is press and hold the multifunction button. It will disconnect from device number 1, put the headphones back into pairing mode, and then you can pair up device number 2. So let's do this. Okay, just like that. You can see it's back into pairing mode. Okay, then over on device number 2, we just want to wait for it to pop back up. So you can see it right there. Mpow H7 Pro. Tap. Okay, takes a few seconds. Pairs right up. Boom. Then if you want to reconnect device number 1, so you can use both devices, go into all connected devices on device number 1, and then you just want to tap on again Mpow H7 Pro, and you can see it connects right back up. So now you can see we're connected on device number 1 right there, and we are also connected on device number 2 right there. Okay, and this is really good because let's say I'm listening to music on one device and I get a phone call on the other device. Well, all I have to do is tap pause, answer the phone, take the phone call on the other device. Once the phone call is done, we can go back to listening to music on the secondary device. So this is really good, and this is super efficient, especially for productivity. If you do a lot of things with multiple devices and you don't want to have to take a lot of time to switch back and forth between the devices, this is where this feature really does come in handy. So really good stuff there. Now we're gonna go into testing the button controls for the headphones. To do that, we only really need to use one device. So we're gonna turn off the secondary device. I'm gonna put this off to the side. Don't need this here. Now, in terms of the button controls for music, you do need to have music playing. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pull up YouTube Music here. And I was already listening to some copyright-free music. Now we're gonna let it play. Boom. So it's playing. Now, if you want to control the play pause functionality, that's just a single press on the multifunction button here. So as y'all can see, you see the music playing down there. One tap, music pauses. One tap, music starts playing again, as you can see right there. All right. Now, if you want to go to the next track, it's just a single tap up on the volume up button here. Takes you to the next track. So you can see. Take us to the next track. Let's do it again. Takes us to the next track. Now, if you want to go to the previous track or restart a track, you press the volume down. So you can see this here. Restart the track. Go to the previous track. Just like that. Let's do that again. So we let the music play for a little bit. Okay. Restart the track. Go to the previous track. Just like that. Now, if you want to control your volume, let me show y'all this. All you have to do is press and hold on either the volume down or volume up buttons, and you can control the volume. Now, once you hit max volume, you'll get a nice audible tone letting you know max volume. So let me show y'all that. So we can put this all the way up, and you can see. There you go, maximum volume. Let me show y'all that again. Let me make sure you can hear it. See? Really good stuff there. And the same thing for when you volume down. So if you press and hold, and the volume goes down. Alright? And then it does say minimum volume, and then it mutes itself right there. Okay? So you can turn this all the way down if you would like, and be good to go. So that goes over your music controls. And then we don't really have any voice activation controls aside from using your voice command, because any other functionality they could have added was taken away by adding that dual pairing functionality. But we do have phone call controls as well. I'm going to put those up on the screen for y'all. And those are fairly straightforward as well. So you answer and end phone calls, you redial the previous phone call, or you reject an incoming phone call by pressing those combinations of buttons. Alright, fairly straightforward, really easy once you get the hang of it. Really good overall Bluetooth headphone button controls in my opinion. Alright, so that goes over the pairing steps and the Bluetooth headphone button controls. Alright, so now let's disconnect our device. Don't really need our device in the frame anymore. Okay, and you can see once you disconnect, you wait a few seconds and it will go back into pairing mode. But you can also press and hold for a few seconds and turn the device off. Alright, so let's do that here. Okay, and you do get some really nice audible tones with these headphones. So really good stuff in my opinion. Now let's keep it moving. Okay, next now I want to talk to you guys about the overall Bluetooth connectivity, the Bluetooth range, and the Bluetooth strength. So once again, in terms of the overall Bluetooth connectivity, these bad boys are packing Bluetooth 5.0 technology on board, and the connectivity is an area where these headphones are kind of weak. Now, once it's connected, it works no problem, but I did have a few instances where it would randomly disconnect and I had to toggle off and on pairing mode to get it to reconnect, and I'm not entirely sure why that is. So there is a little bit of a Bluetooth connectivity issue, but once it's connected, you shouldn't have any problems. Alright, just wanted to point that out here. Now, talking about the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength, this bad boy has your standard range and strength. So as long as your connected device is within 10 meters or 33 feet, you shouldn't have any issues. And I didn't have any issues whatsoever with the Bluetooth range or the Bluetooth strength. So top-notch performance in those two categories. And for the rare instances, as I said, where you're around devices with a lot of interference, you can use that 3.5 millimeter aux jack so you can continue to enjoy your music and enjoy your headphones. So really good stuff there. And that is why an aux jack really does come in handy on a pair of headphones. Alright, so good stuff there. But that pretty much does it for the overall Bluetooth connectivity, Bluetooth range, and Bluetooth strength. Okay, so really good overall performance yet again. Now, moving on, talking about the overall durability, because this is an important category for me, because y'all know your boy is Mr. Super Clumsy. So I tend to break a lot more things than the average person. It just is what it is. So in terms of durability with the headphones, now I tend to be a lot more careful with headphones than I am with earbuds or earphones. So for me, when we're testing out the durability on headphones, the major durability test happens when I fall asleep with the headphones on. Okay, that's like a big durability test for me, because I do like to listen to audiobooks, and I do stream a lot of YouTube and a lot of other streaming services, and I do like headphones for those activities. And I know you're not supposed to, but I do fall asleep with my headphones on, and so that's a big durability test for me, and I'm very happy to report that these headphones did survive the fall asleep durability test, and they are working pretty much the same way they were working out of the box. Okay, so good stuff here. When we talk about the overall durability, it is top notch. Now, you still want to be extremely careful, because all it does take is one good drop or one good mishap for you to break these headphones. But if you're a little bit more clumsier than the average person, they should be more apt to survive. Okay, so the overall durability, in my opinion, is top notch. All right, now moving on, the next thing I want to talk about is the overall charge times and the overall battery life of these headphones. Now, the manufacturer stated in the user manual on their website and on Amazon that these bad boys should charge up in about 2 hours. Okay, and or if they are dead and you just want to charge them up quickly, a 10-minute charge should get you 2 hours of usage. All right, now in my particular testing, which was with heavy usage, any and everything that I can do with my products, I will do. So that's one thing I want y'all to keep in mind. Your results may vary, and it really does come down to, I think my device is fully charged. Let me take this off. Okay, my bad, y'all. It really does come down to, with your Bluetooth headphones here. Let's put this on the table right here. Okay, the volume that you use them at. So once you find a comfortable volume, you should be good to go, and that will also affect your overall battery life. Anyway, we're going to expand on that in a second here. Talking about the overall charge times, with my particular testing, these bad boys charged up they charged up fully in anywhere from about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. So that's about spot on the money with the manufacturer's estimates. Now, talking about the quick charging feature, that 10 minutes of charge did get me anywhere from 3 to 5 hours of usage. So again, this all depends on the volume that you keep the headphones at. Now, in my particular testing, I tested these at 35% volume and 50% volume, and in terms of the battery life, I was getting anywhere from 19 hours to just over 24 hours on a single charge. I think the best charge time I got was a little bit over 27 hours in testing. So in terms of the overall battery life, these bad boys have some really good battery life, and in terms of the overall charge time, they have some really good charge times as well, especially if you look at it in perspective to the overall battery life. So top-notch results when we talk about the overall charge times and the overall battery life. Now, if I had to recommend a volume percentage for you guys and gals to keep these at, I would have to say, if you're just using them for average use case scenarios, 55% volume should be perfect. Now, if you're using them for music and you're a bass lover like myself, then you're looking at anywhere from 75% volume and up, and you're going to get a really enjoyable experience with these. So those are my overall 2 recommendations for battery life. Okay, so good stuff there. All right, now moving on, let's briefly summarize now the positives and negatives of these headphones. Then we're going to wrap this video up. We're going to talk about the price, and I'm going to give y'all my overall recommendation or two. Now, talking about the positives, okay? The overall build quality and design on these is really good. Now, the design can also go into the negative category, but that's kind of a personal preference thing for me because I don't like swiveling air cups. So I'm also going to slot the design in the negative category as well, because as I said, the design with swivels, that just adds another breakage point, okay? So, but it is an overall good design, and it does have an overall really good build. So really good stuff there in those two categories. It has a top-notch core feature set, so really good stuff there. It has a really good sound quality and volume, okay? And also a really good bass. Now, the sound quality can also go into the negative category because it does tend to be a little bit quiet at the lower volumes. So the sound quality, as with the build quality and design, can go in either the both positive and or the negative categories. So y'all will see those featured twice. But overall, it has a really good sound quality, really good volume, and a really good bass. It does have top-notch microphones on board, so good stuff there. It does have top-notch Bluetooth range and strength and top-notch durability, so all really good stuff there, and you're getting this at a really great price. Okay, so that pretty much goes over all of the positives. Now, when we talk about the negatives, two of which I've already touched on, the design definitely does need some improvement, okay? And the sound quality and volume definitely does need some improvement. In particular, as I said, it does have a tendency to be a little bit extra quiet at the lower volumes, so that does need some tweaking. Other than that, the only other negative that I ran across is this right here. Micro USB charging, come on now. No. Micro USB charging is bad for one reason and one reason only. And that is the fact that you have to be extremely careful how you plug the cable in. Micro USB charging can only be plugged in one orientation. And I can't tell y'all how many times I've been visiting family or, over at a friend's house, or I've just seen family members in general who have devices or products with micro USB charging breaking or bending their charging cables because they're trying to put it in and they're putting it in the wrong orientation. Okay, so I understand Mpow, you guys wanted to cut corners, but realistically, USB Type-C is the standard, and all products nowadays need to have that USB Type-C standard, okay? Not only does it make charging faster, but it's a lot more easier and convenient to use for the end user. Okay, a lot of my family that has USB Type-C products, myself included, they really do enjoy it. They say it's a lot easier to use and the charging is a lot faster. And, they wonder why they haven't upgraded to USB Type-C sooner. So this is why when I see micro USB, I'm always a little bit disappointed. Okay? So those are the three negatives that I come across with these headphones: the micro USB charging, the sound quality, and the volume, and the overall design. Those are the only three negatives that I've experienced with these headphones. All right, that pretty much sums it up for the overall positives and the negatives. Now, as I always do, I'll throw up a list of the positives and negatives in post so y'all know what they all are. And as always, if you guys and gals pick these up and you spot a positive or a negative, please leave that feedback down below in the comments. As I always say, these videos that I make are to help you guys with your purchasing decisions by sharing my overall opinions, but it also is to help these manufacturers make better products. And we can only get better products by providing the manufacturers with our feedback so they know what they can leave and what they need to change on future products. So please leave your feedback on how y'all feel about these down below in the comments. And as always, if you do have these, let's get into a nice respectful conversation about how you feel about these headphones down below in the comments. Keep it respectful, please. I'll meet you guys and gals down there, as I always do. Now, that covers the positives and negatives, which brings us to the final part of this video. Let's now talk about the overall pricing and get into my final thoughts and a recommendation or two. All right. Now, talking about the pricing, I picked these up from Amazon. I picked them up alongside my Mi Band 4 here. So I bought them together, and full retail, everything came up to about $62.10. Okay, so I got charged about $2.10 in taxes. Breaking that down, the headphones themselves retail for $29.99, so you could just call that $30 just to make it easy. And at that $30 price point, can I recommend y'all pick up these headphones? Well, if you're in the market for a really good pair of inexpensive headphones with a really solid core feature set, then yes, I can recommend you pick these up. But on the same token, if you're looking for a good quality pair of headphones with a more updated design, okay, similar battery life, similar sound quality and volume, but with a more updated design and featuring USB Type-C, I can also recommend these right here, the Bluedio TM monitors, okay? In my opinion, these two headphones are extremely similar, all right? Now, they do have their positives and negatives between both, and if I'm just pointing out one key positive and negative between both, the Bluedios feature USB Type-C, okay? Which means they have slightly faster charging, okay? Whereas they don't feature the 3.5 millimeter aux jack, okay? So there is that, but both of these headphones have really good battery life, they have really good charge times, and an overall solid core feature set. And one of the reasons why I could recommend the Bluedios alongside these is because right now today, as of the recording of this video, which is May 20th, you can pick up the Bluedios for $20 to $25. Whereas you can pick up the Mpows for $30. So these are kind of direct competitors to each other. That's why I can make this recommendation. But can I recommend y'all pick up the Mpows? Yes, I can. All right. So that pretty much does it for this full review. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video, and or I hope you guys and gals found it helpful. As always, if you did enjoy the video and or you found it helpful in any shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you guys and gals would like to see more content like this, also feel free to hit the subscribe button down below so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos, okay? Hit the subscribe button down below and click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. That being said, if this video piqued your interest, all the links to where y'all can pick these headphones up, as well as any other headphones that I featured in this video, will be available down below in the video description, along with all of my extended coverage on these headphones. So as always, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Recording this video here today, I did use the rear-facing primary camera on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active, and this video is recorded in 720p at 30 FPS. And recording all the audio here today, we are using the Mpow MA2010 omnidirectional microphone. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality, as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, all feedback is appreciated. Okay? That being said, I hope everyone has a great day. I hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there, and I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Peace, everyone. We are out of here.